I'm so happy to be back in your presence. Definitely. I definitely am happy. I don't take it for granted if it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome. I love everybody, each and every one of you guys, from the bottom to the top of my heart. Welcome to the Elephant Room, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, get comfy. My name is Philip Connolly Jr. And you know what? I need us to stand on what we said, man. I need us to stand on what we believe. I need us to be 10 toes down, knee deep in our belief system. I'm for real. I need us to really be solid on what we believe in, man, for real. Like, I feel like there's so many people that do this, but do it in a very awkward and very different backdoor type of way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all enjoy whatever we enjoy and believe in whatever we believe in, but there's some people that don't stand on it. And when you don't stand on it 10 toes down, 100%, is it really a belief system? Is it really something that you hold strong to? Is it really something that you can take to the bank? Is it really something you can really put your life on? And I mean, you can stretch it as far as religion, or you can stretch it as far as I love peanut butter. You can stretch it as far as your friend group. You know, this is my best friend number 1, my best friend number 2. Or I love going out when I'm invited. Whatever it is, we got to stand on it from here on out, man. We got to stamp it and make sure that we're doing exactly what we believe, and we're saying exactly what we're thinking, and we're thinking exactly what we're feeling. Like I said, it's very awkward, and it's a very nuanced, and so it's a very light-footed dance that I won't say everybody's doing, but I will say a lot of people are doing. Like for real. Like, take me for instance. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about anybody else, but I'm just stating what I observe. I'm just stating what I have concluded in my observations. I love pizza. I love food, actually. I do. I love food. You want to get me somewhere. You want to make me interested in something. You want to make me interested in your event. You want to make me interested in whatever conversation you're bring up food. Let's be honest. Let's call a thing. Let's make sure that we are keeping it $1.50. Let's call it like it is. You want to get me interested? Put food in there. It doesn't even have to be about food. Yo, Philip, you heard about this new chicken that KFC serving? Really? New chicken? Really? What is it called? This chicken. What you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm doing what, you know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be about the food, but it's a great gateway. It's a very interesting way to start a conversation with me. I'm just putting it out there. But once again, I love food. It would be very confusing if I love food and you hear me say I'm hungry, and yet you offer me food and I don't take it. But then you catch me, an hour later, 30 minutes later from the kickback, sneaking in food. Like, yo, bro, I thought you said you was full. I thought you said you was full. You didn't want food. I know. I heard, and now I'm stuck. I don't even have nothing to say. I don't even have nothing to say because you was going off of what I said. I believe and I love food. But yet, in some nuanced stance, in some awkward way, I try to make you feel like, no, that wasn't really it. That really wasn't the thing. From now we got an issue. Now we got a problem. Now we got a fork in our relationship because I come off as a liar. I come off as untrustworthy. I come off as somebody that really doesn't know what they're talking about. You can't trust me because Philip can't even trust the things that come out of his mouth. The things can't even be straight because I can't even give you an answer because we've had this rift in our conversation. And I see this on a daily basis. I see this on a daily basis. I can't even say weekly or try to backtrack. You know what I mean? No, I see this on a daily basis, yo. Like individuals with their car stamps or their car stickers. Some go as far as having flags on the back of their car or whatever have you, like your stance or posters in your yard. Like we see it. It's a sideways venture to get people to understand what you believe in and what you do. Like it's like me if I was a vegetarian, and although I didn't say I was a vegetarian, but I always wore a shirt. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. And some individuals are like, all right. People don't always have to have conversations surrounding what they believe in and so on and so forth. So there's other ways to express themselves. I get it. Okay. All right, I'll give you that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll give you that. But my thing is when you have individuals that duck, like you have individuals that duck and try to sneak in whatever they believe in. You know what I mean? Like this is what I mean. Like you have those individuals with their bumper stickers. You got individuals with the posters in the yard or the flags on the back of their trucks and cars and whatnot, But we can't see you. Why can't we see you? Because your windows are tinted. Your windows are tinted. I want to see you. If you really standing on that, if you really that big and bold to make sure that you want everybody, the whole world to know what you believe in and that you want others to believe what you believe, because obviously you're doing it for two reasons. You want people to believe what you believe. You want people to be aware. You want people to be intrigued. And ultimately, you want individuals to understand and know your point of view. And also, you want to do that for yourself. You want to make sure that you prove it to yourself. So I'm going to take this action and I'm going to put it all out there and I'm going to feel good about myself, right? But you halfway there because, again, you have tinted windows. We can't see you. I can't respect somebody that want to say things, that want to do things, and we can't see you, fam. Who said that? Who said that? Where they come? Where they at? You just mixed in the crowd. You just there. How you be there. You just like who said that? I'm just and can't nobody point you out because they looking too like, oh, okay, yeah, who said that? But we can't see you, fam. I respect you on any point of view if I could see you. I respect you on any point of view. If you really out there in the trenches, you really out there in the streets, wearing whatever you wearing or repping whatever you repping. That's why I love gang members. Love gang members because wherever they at, you know where they from. You know what set they repping. You know how they coming. And we got a lot of gangs going on. They may not be called gangs, but, they could be political parties. They could be Facebook groups. They could be text threads. They could be Twitter circles, whatever there's a lot of situations where people are repping things. But we can't see you. Why? Why you dodging? Why you ducking? I truly feel like individuals wouldn't do what they do or say what they say if we could really see you. And I'm not even talking about see you. Like, I'm talking about actually face-to-face conversation, actually face-to-face interaction. Like, there's nowhere to go. You can't run. There's no outlet. That's why people that's why people are so comfortable with road rage. That's why people are so comfortable interacting, giving people the bird or whatever on the road, because I'm in my car. I'm not face to face with you. I can yell whatever I need to yell and keep going. And even if you do pull over, I'm still gonna stay in my car. I'm safe. People want to play it safe, and I'm not saying like, yo, we want to cause violence. I'm not saying we want to do any harm or anything like that. I'm just saying I want to see you. Why go through all of the measures, all of the effort that you go through, and we don't even know whose yard this is. We don't even know whose car this is. Like that's what I really experience in today's world or my everyday life. I be like, yo, we see the flag, or we see your bumper sticker, or we see whatever, but we can't see you. We see you weaving through traffic or whatever, or almost causing accidents and being chaotic and messing up people's days, but we really don't know who you are behind the tinted window. And the tinted window is probably provoking that behavior because you know we can't see you. How many times has Philip Conley Jr. thrown something in the middle of a crowd because I knew nobody was going to know where it came from? You know what I mean? Like, you leaving out of a parking lot and you just toss your litter, your garbage, whatever outside the window. You like, I mean, it's a bunch of cars. Who's gonna pull me over and talk about, you're littering? I've done that. But it's an extreme situation now, man. It's an awkward moment on every. Just pay attention to how people act when they got tinted windows. And it's the funniest when individuals are in traffic and they weaving and doing whatever, and they stuck. Like, it's not like we don't want to speed. It's not like we don't want to get to where we're going. But the amount of cars is hindering us from doing that at the speed that we want to do it. So we just gotta flow. But here this guy is weaving left, right, left, and he got to brake. And he's forced to go the same speed that we're going. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me, bro. Because what's the point? What's the point? Don't duck, man. Don't duck. I mean, we could take it a step further. Even for me, I'm a natural to the bone introvert. I just recharge by myself. I love being around people. I love being around groups of people and conversation and laughter and inside jokes, and you create memories. And, I love that, for real. But after a while, I'm going to have to find myself by myself, whether that be in the restroom or whether that be me just taking a break, getting a snack or getting a drink or whatever. Some way, some form, somehow I'm going to find my recharge station. I'm an introvert. And like I said, we have to stand on what we believe in. We have to stand on what we know. We have to stand on what we have expressed. And I've expressed that I'm an introvert. I tell people I'm an introvert. And whatever. No matter how I feel, or for however long I feel it, I'm going to need to recharge, right? So no matter how many times I get invited to a party or invited to an event or even invited to whatever, I'm going to feel drained. Before I get there, I'm going to feel drained. But I need to shut my mouth. I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to pace myself. I need to stand on what I believe. 10 toes. I need to stand on it. What you mean, Philip? I want to be a part of everything, or I want to be a part of so much. I have FOMO. But yet when I'm invited, I'm like, oh my God. Here come the excuses. Like, what can I say? Should I just fall asleep and then oversleep on purpose and be like, dang, I overslept? And although that's the truth, it was on purpose. Do I really gotta go? Like, how many people are gonna be there? Have you ever counted how many people are gonna be there? Like, if I'm not there, is that going to affect the whole event? Is that going to affect the whole event, or do I gotta make an appearance? And if I make an appearance, how long do I have to stay? Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one that, like, it's natural. And like I said, I could love every person that's gonna be in attendance, but it's natural. I'm an introvert. So I have to build myself. That's another piece where I don't hear a lot of people talking about when it comes to introverts. Like, yeah, we get charged or recharged by ourselves, but we can be around people. But leading up to the event, we have to prepare ourselves. Leading up to the event, we have to make sure that we are at our extroverted or at our company's peak. Meaning, like, I have to communicate, or I have to say something. I have to be friendly and smile, you know what I mean? Because I could be in my mind, or I could escape in a corner and just, be present, but I can just be wondering, daydreaming, planning, processing whatever happened. That person, I wonder who that was that was at the punch bowl with me, or I wonder who this new person is. I like their kicks. I wonder if they would be offended if I asked them where their kicks was or came from. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that. So as an introvert, I gotta pump and I gotta prepare myself to be around people, and then I gotta be around people. So then there's a lot of processing. There's a lot of information that I'm grabbing. There's a lot of meditation I'm gonna do afterward because of so many interactions, and then I get by myself. But if I would just shut my mouth, if I could just be like, you know what? I appreciate that invite. I love it. I love that you thought of me. And although I love that you thought of me, I don't think I'm going to make it. Or I can stop by for 10 minutes. And sometimes that 10 minutes is worse than not showing up, because it's like, oh, you can only stop by for 10 minutes. Who do you think you are? You think you that important? It's like, no. I thought I was trying to communicate that I just needed this amount of time. I was trying to show support, and I was trying to show love. I was trying to extend myself. And although I could not show, I could just not show up, but me trying to communicate to you effectively is turning into a negative, and now I'm even rethinking this whole conversation. So I gotta believe what I really believe, and that's being an introvert, and that's not always saying yes. That's not always allowing individuals to make events or make gatherings, kickbacks sound so great that I'm like, I need to be there. And then when I arrive, I'm like, why am I here? Like, I would love to be sitting on my couch watching Smart Guy. I would love to be just chilling, writing an episode. I would love to be editing some photos and watching some YouTube like that. Why? It's the hype. It's the hype. And it seems like to me, and maybe this is just the people that I have encountered, that the hype never sells the event correctly. Like, when you get to the event, you're like, yo, I thought it was going to be something totally different. Like, when you invited me, it was like, yo, it's going to be amazing. We're going to have some people over. It's going to be some chill music. We're going to have some, little finger foods and things. You don't have to eat because it's COVID, but, we're going to have some bottles or whatever. We're going to make sure that there's enough space for everybody to just be and network and converse and meet new people. and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to introduce you to, whoever you need to be, or I'm going to introduce you to some fun people that I know, and so on and so forth. And then you get there, and the music's loud, and it might be even slow jams. It might be some R&B, her type stuff, but it's blaring. So the music's loud. There's no food or drink. And then because you brought your own water bottle, people are looking at you up and down. Because you're masked up, people are still looking at you up and down. We're still in the pandemic. You're looking for the host. You're looking for the person that invited you. They're already drunk, so they don't even know that you're even there. They're talking to you. Yo, what up? Yo, I'm so glad you made it. It was such a great time. It's still going. We're an hour in, but they're wasted already, so they're no help. You've probably found one or two people that you do know, and they got their, group of people. And then you feel bad for the host. Cause let's not get into being an empath in all of this. Cause now you're like, yo, I'm here for a reason. And this might be the reason that I need to help them. Cause who's looking out for them? Cause now you're analyzing everybody. You analyzing, okay, so who let the host get this drunk? Like, is it your friend? Like, I don't meet nobody now. I'm gonna get into protective mode. I'm gonna protect this person. Like, who would do this to their friend? Who did this? So now you're like, okay, I'm here. I'm probably here for a reason. This is probably why I came, to make sure that nothing bad happens. Make sure that everything at least goes well, smooth. And now you become the host. Now people are looking at you for problems to be solved. Yo, the bathroom is, the toilet's plugged. What should we do? And naturally people are looking like, oh, I mean, you're by the host's side, and you're like, how did I become a plumber? I just wanted to come for 10 minutes. Now I'm a plumber, and I'm a babysitter. I'm a security guard. I'm a watchman. Well, I just wanted to be an introvert. I should have stayed an introvert. I should have stayed 10 toes down. I should have stayed knee deep in what I believed in, and that was being an introvert. I should have said no. I should have said I couldn't make it. But I couldn't. Is being a people pleaser a belief system? More and more each and every day I have conversations, and what I've found is people are starting to accept that they're people pleasers. For a moment, or for most of the time, I thought that was a bad thing. I thought that was frowned upon. But now people are like, I'm a people pleaser. Like, huh. And you're okay with that? Once again, it's not that I think that's bad. I'm just shocked at the turn. I'm shocked at the shift of events. Again, we just left a decade, 2010 to 2020, where we were trying to let go of being a people pleaser. We were trying to find ourselves. We were putting me first. And now that we found me, it seems like we are accepting that we like to please people. And I can hear some of y'all like, yo, it's, in moderation, it's cool. In moderation, everything's fine. In moderation, everything can work. But we are going into situations knowing that, I'm a people pleaser, and pretty much or most likely I'm going to be pleasing whoever I'm involved with. And sometimes that brings people joy. I'm just looking on the other side of the coin, the negative the negative spectrum, or the negative perspective. that was something that we were trying to let go. Now it's something that we have accepted. And maybe I need to dig a little deeper and ask more questions. Maybe individuals have found the balance. I myself have been a people pleaser, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, Philip, you don't like pleasing your partner? You don't like pleasing people around you? You don't like pleasing people you don't care about or you care about? No, that's not it. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you, there would be times in my life where I would be walking in Target and looking or shopping, minding my own business in my own space, my bubble. I had to do a lot of work on my bubble. This space here, my arm's length, this is my space, my bubble, minding my business. And there will be somebody coming down the aisle, and I would get so anxious and so nervous that I would move out of the way. Like make sure that they had a clear path to get by. Once again, I didn't have to move because I'm standing here. This is my space. I don't have to move. There's nothing, I'm not doing anything wrong. You could clearly go around me. You could clearly say, excuse me. But I wouldn't even give them that opportunity. I would stop it, whatever I was doing, and get out of the way just so that they could have a clear path and that I could avoid an awkward moment. Not anymore. Now, once again, I'm not going through my life or not going through days just to be like, who can I stand in front of to make me feel good, to make me solidify that I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, I understand now that this is my space. When I'm standing still, minding my business here first, territorial dominance, I was here first. If you find yourself in the same aisle as me and you need to get around me, say excuse me or go around. But I'm not just gonna move out the way. No, I'm not just gonna do that because I'm minding my business. I'm not being loud. I'm not interfering with your life. Please don't do it to me. I'm not getting in your way. You're coming down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to me. I'm not causing a ruckus. I'm not causing a scene. Please don't do that to me. That happened to me in Target. And I'm gonna move on after the story that happened to me in Target. I was standing still, minding my business, and somebody came down the aisle. It wasn't even down the aisle. They turned the corner and I was standing there. They turned the corner and just stood there. So I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, they just stood there. Like maybe they're looking at something too. I'm not really, I'm minding my business. I'm not really over there like that. And then they let out like this deep sigh, like, okay, I guess I'll go around. Like, okay, what is you showing up mean to my life? I don't know you. You just showed up. So I'm not a people pleaser, but like I said, there are individuals now that are accepting that. So, okay. Again, I don't judge nobody, It's a safe space around me. If you say you're a people pleaser, you're a people pleaser. I just hope that we know what comes with that. I hope that not we because I'm walking with life, I'm doing life with people that are saying these things, and I'm involving myself with them. That's something that really burns. When you got friends and then they're like, yo, that's you, you know what I mean? That's you. But clearly, whatever decision that this person's gonna make, yes, it's gonna affect their life, primarily, but in some backwards way, you're gonna have to deal with it too. And if your friend is asking this is for the people that ask for help. Not everybody does. There's some people that go on and just do their thing and then come back to you like, yo, can you help me out with this thing? And you're like, yo, why didn't you do the necessary work to avoid? That's another story. I'm talking about these individuals that want to ask for help. What you think of? And asking for help looks different in many different ways. What do you think about this? I was planning to, would you like to come along? I came across this thing. Would you take a look at this? I was creating something. Can you give me a little feedback? That's what I'm talking about. Individuals that really do value other people or their friends' opinions. Man, that's cool. That's okay. That's fine. That's perfect. But are you going to walk out on your friend? Are you going to leave them high and dry? Like, yo, that's just you, man. That's just what you do. That's your life. Whatever. Like, no. I mean, I'm not. I'm with you. Thick or thin. Sink or swim. I'm with you. So I want to make sure that I want to make sure that we understand what being a people pleaser really means and the effects. The effects, man. Last thoughts, and I'm getting out your way. I remember feeling like my life from 2012 to 2018 was a blur. So my 22nd year life all the way to my 28th year, 2012 to 2018. I mean, I felt like I was on a speed bullet train. Like, most of those years I don't even remember. There are some highlights, but most of that stuff I don't remember. I have felt every single day since then. From 2019 to 2022, I have felt every single day, which is great. It's love. I'm grateful because I can remember. I can think clearly. I can look back. I can recall. My point to all that, we don't have time to keep battling the same thing. I won't even say we, because you might be 12 listening to this. I'm in my 30s. I don't have time to continue to deal with the things or fight the devils that I've been fighting for the past 25 years. We on to other things, man. I'm giving my energy to other things. I'm giving my power. I'm giving my focus. I'm manifesting other things. I'm not hanging around where I'm not needed. I'm not hanging around where I'm not wanted. And I'm not letting go of people that clearly want me around. I'm staying. I'm helping. I'm bringing value. So I'm dedicated to those that are dedicated to life, that are dedicated to progress, that are dedicated to me. And so if you say you're a people pleaser, if you say you have this belief system, and I agree enough to walk and do life with you, then I'm not leaving. And I want to make sure that I have the understanding just as you do. So we can both learn, we can both grow. But we got to stand on it. We got to stand on it. We got to make sure we know. We got to make sure that we believe, and we got to make sure that people can see us. One of the biggest and hardest things I ever done is walk away from somebody that did me no good. But it wasn't hard because I walked away. It was hard because they could see me. It was hard because they could they could see the distance being created. They can hear the conversations change. They could hear the conversations being brought to their attention of why I changed my relationship with them, or why I changed my surroundings, or why I changed my environment. They could see, they could hear, they can interact, they could rebuttal. In which, if you want to, would make you sit, make you stand on what you say. If you want to, doesn't mean you have to, because you don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Now, if you want to give it, that's your prerogative. If you want to offer that conversation, if you want to have that dialogue, then fine. But you owe nobody anything. And that wasn't what made it hard for me, is to do what I thought, felt was right to do, but do it while people saw me. There was no tinted windows. There was no tinted windows. There was no tinted windows. I was dedicated to saying that. There's no tinted windows. It was me, baby. You know what I mean? I have my text messages on red, and this is not a brag or anything. I want to tell people the truth. So you send a text, you left my message on red. Yeah. I'll let you know, gave you a notification that I read it. Yeah, I don't have to respond. I don't have to respond, yeah. So if you have a belief system, if you have something that you are passionate about, if you have hobbies or a lifestyle, kudos to you. We didn't do like, oh, what's that? What, because you already know. This is an episode about knowing. We know what we believe in. We know what we are against. We know what we're for. We know what brings us joy. We know what brings us pain. We know. But we got to stand on it. Like I said, for me, being an introvert, I got to stand on it. I got to make sure that I'm not accepting everything. Got to stand on that. Some people might have to stand on accepting something, getting out of the house, accepting new roles on the job, expansion, returning emails and phone calls. There's many different things that we could accept or let go or whatever, but we got to stand on it either way. That's why whenever I'm having a conversation about anybody, I let the person know, I would have this conversation in front of whoever we're talking about. And that's just that. I would say whatever I'm saying to you. Like, there's no running, no ducking, no hiding, no nothing, because I'm not here to be malicious. I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to be fake or tear people down. No, whatever conversation we're having, obviously we share a bond or we share a common link with whoever we're talking about. Yeah, so bring them in too. Let's all have a conversation. Tell me what Philip does poor. You know what I mean? I don't care. I believe that's what real friends do. Like, real friends be like, what you said was real bogus. I acknowledge that you felt it was bogus. My bad. Next time I'll do it a different way. I won't say it in front of a big crowd, or I won't have that conversation in mixed company. I'll make sure it's a me and you thing. I apologize. Be seen. Be seen. That's another thing about being seen. I'm going to get out of here, I promise. But this thing is hidden. This thing is hidden. That's another thing about being seen. You got to be seen when you're wrong. I was wrong. I was seen. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was seen being a bozo. I apologize. I was seen acting out of my character. It won't happen again. Forgive me. I love y'all so much. And we'll be back. Again, this is The Elephant Room. My name is Philip Conley Jr. I am your host, and I'm so happy to be here with you, and I can't wait to see you again. Share this with whoever you need to share it with. If it brought you value, I'm so glad it did. Until next time, I'll see you. Peace and love.